My lovely Capricorns, Cappy, I hope that you are happy. I want to start off by talking a little bit about what's going on with the planets for you at the moment, just briefly. If you want to jump straight ahead to the cards, you can do that and skip the intuitive messages. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, just hit that timestamp in the description box below. That'll take you straight to the card reading. What I wanted to briefly talk about was Hallelujah. All these big planets that may have been causing trouble in your sign are finally all going direct now. You have Jupiter, the sign of growth and abundance and enthusiasm and money. Saturn, which is the planet of learning hard lessons, of really having like your nose to the grindstone, of teaching yourself perseverance and how to recover from things that are difficult. It's like the tough love planet, Saturn, and Pluto. Pluto is he is to do with soul searching, learning soul lessons, and of really having like a dark look at your shadow side. But it's also another planet that's to do with like wealth. So Capricorn, all these three planets have been in your sign recently. It's quite a big deal to have these three planets together. I think the last time that Capricorn and no, wait, Jupiter and Pluto, just Jupiter and Pluto being together in one sign. The last time that it happened in Capricorn was 1771. Okay, so this is a rare thing for these two planets to be together in your sign. And they've been right next to each other 3 times this year in your sign. But that's just 2 planets, and you've got 3 planets together in your sign. It's pretty massive. Some of these planets take years to move around the zodiac, so the fact that they're all aligning up for you in your sign it's a massive deal. And it's not just a massive deal for you, it's a massive deal for the whole of humanity, for the whole world. It's like a big change energy. Really looking at the systems that are in place, like who rules the world, what rules the world, like politics, money, institutions, kind of the structures that are in place, societal norms. All these things are being really scrutinized right now with this energy. But it's also kind of like a sign of with these aspects of kind of like perseverance, doing the hard work, and of wealth. You may have been really, really, really focusing on your career recently, of building up money, of learning something, of doing something over and over and over again. It really is like nose to the grindstone energy, hard lessons learned, building up material things. You may experience a shift soon. Now, I'm not 100% sure when Pluto leaves your sign, but it has just gone direct. So a couple of these planets, Saturn and Pluto, have both been in retrograde in your sign, which may have been causing you quite a lot of issues. You may have really learned some hard lessons in the past year or so. Saturn briefly went forward and sort of dipped into Aquarius and then came back again. But Saturn is directing your sign now. Pluto is directing your sign. Jupiter is directing your sign, and they're all heading forwards now towards Aquarius. Saturn leaves your sign on the 17th of December, moves into Aquarius. Jupiter, I think, leaves on the 19th of December. I don't know when Pluto leaves, but he's direct now, so that's a good thing. So yeah, 17th and 19th of December this year, just before Christmas, you may feel a massive shift, a massive change. It might feel like a weight is off your shoulders. It might feel like you can finally breathe again. It might feel like all that hard work is finally paying off. It might feel like you need to shake things up and have some kind of massive change. If you think about, because when Saturn dipped into Aquarius and then came back again, that was like at the end of March, the beginning of July. So March, June, July. What were you doing? What was happening for you then? Did you feel anything starting to shift? Was there kind of some kind of major shake-up in your life, and then you experienced delays or holdbacks, or kind of like a reverse back into some kind of comfort zone that felt very safe? This is like whatever was happening then for you could kind of start to complete towards the end of this year, the beginning of next year. So yeah, it's a Pluto going direct as well. There's also a card about secrets revealed. If you've been hiding anything, if you've been burying any feelings, like holding something deep dark down within yourself, these kind of things are going to come to light. Things I think are just going to get easier for you. This is like real lesson learned energy, and it kind of explains as well, if you've been looking at the world thinking everything is falling apart, like looking at politics, looking about social systems, looking at people trying to oppress people and hold on to kind of traditional core values. This is normal. It's meant to be happening. It's meant to be happening because the world is undergoing this massive shift because of the planets right now, and this energy between Capricorn, which is like Saturn, like the planet Saturn and Capricorn together. This is real kind of like sticking to those traditional social structures energy. It's like law and order, doing things by the book, squashing any opposition, learning those hard lessons, tough love, right? Proper like tough love energy. And so the world, the universe is teaching us hard lessons. It's teaching us, like, if you look at COVID, right? I think there was a guy who was talking about the systems, the medical systems that are in place, and saying, look, it only takes one disaster. I think it was on Joe Rogan, and he was talking about like there's like one place that makes it's something like the packets that you use for blood donations or something like this. I can't remember what it was, but it was like, this is all made in one place, and all it takes is one natural disaster to wipe out that place, and we don't have that resource anymore. So it's almost like COVID is coming like a warning shot, right? It's funny, I got warning shot from Chicago for a sign the other day. I think it was Scorpio. But yeah, it's like the universe is firing these warning shots at us to say, look, there's problems here. There's problems with the systems. There's problems with the structure. I'm sending in these disruptive things, right? And they are serious. They are serious. They have to be serious. Otherwise, we wouldn't take them seriously, and we wouldn't look at these things. So like all these things that have challenged us this year, politics, it's been really hard recently. It's because of these planets. It's because of the movements of the planets. It's really massive, big. It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. This is like the sort of thing that doesn't happen for centuries, like big revolution energy. It's normal. It's meant to happen. As all these planets start to move into Aquarius is a sign about looking at things differently, innovation, changing things. It's a very humanitarian sign as well. So it's exciting, it's interesting, it's very disruptive, it's teaching us really hard life lessons, but it's part of the process of the universe. It's the game that the universe is playing with us all, okay? So you can make it easier for yourself by almost looking into these things. Go and look it up. Go and look these astrological events up. Look at what happened last time these planets were kind of doing their thing, and understand that it's difficult. It's meant to be difficult, but things are going to get better. It's not all doom and gloom. It's part of the process. I don't know. Perhaps that's helpful to you to look at the. Perhaps it's helpful for you to look at things, to take a step back, to be able to look at things from this kind of like almost like global level, right? Of like something that we're all going through, the whole planet right now, because of what's going on astrologically. Perhaps that helps you to kind of look at things on a bigger scale rather than a personal level, or perhaps you can figure out how, on a personal level, or you fit into this kind of divine plan, I guess. Now, I'm not the best on astrology. I did have to go and look all that up myself. I only have a kind of a vague understanding of all this. And it's funny as well because remembering this, because I looked it up, it's like some of these planets are in sort of like a 30-year cycle. And I remember looking up some of this when I was a teenager. And thinking, oh my goodness, for the next 30 years of my life, this is what I've got to be dealing with before before everything's like good again, before we go into like Aquarius and these kind of shake up energies. it's like, this is my adult life, great, this is my young adult years, is this energy, this is amazing, great, thanks planets. And I kind of forgot about it, and then it's like I woke up and remembered, like, oh my goodness, what are these big planets doing, these big slow moving planets, Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, and I looked it up and I realized that it was like, now is the time that all these things are going to happen, this is the revolution, right? Revolution on a universal level. And then that's when my powers activated. It sounds so silly. That's when I kind of had this like awakening moment of like realizing that I was predicting things and that I was receiving messages, and sort of, what that meant for me and why it was happening. It was like a light bulb switched on, and suddenly I had this thing that I could do. So right, yeah. So I don't know, I'm meant to be here, I'm meant to be doing this, I'm meant to be doing this reading now for you, I'm meant to be telling you about these things, because it's all part of the plan. Whatever the plan is, it's all part of it, and I'm just going along with it, guys. I'm just here for the ride. Speaking of which, I've had I was talking in one of my readings about Volkswagen Beetles, the old-fashioned ones, being my favourite car. Like, you saw them in like Drew Barrymore movies. It's like a little quirky car. And then in another reading, kind of camper vans were coming in. So my mum and my father-in-law, stepfather, got me this little camper van mascot. So it's here for you. They dropped it off yesterday. So I thought I would show it off in your reading today. Thank you, Grandma and Grandad, for that. What do I have here for you? I've got loads of crazy notes about astrology. Songs that came through for you. There's Only One of You by Nathan Sykes. When the Going Gets Tough by Billie Ocean. Is It Any Wonder by Keane. Bored by Billie Eilish. Levitate, I think, is that Dua Lipa's new song. You've Got a Friend. I just call out your name, and you know wherever I am. Right, sorry, singing it badly, but just so you know, it's that one and not the one from Toy Story, although it could be, maybe that's relevant to you too. That was James Taylor, but the way it was coming through, and now I feel like this is from a film, but I can't place which film it's from. The way it was coming through was like one person singing, and then another person kind of like walks onto the stage. I was sort of seeing it as a stage and joins in with the singing, and then another person joins, and then all of a sudden it's like this person and all their friends all up on the stage singing this song, You've Got a Friend. So I was trying to think which film it was out of, and I was getting shown Nativity, the Nativity show, with the children, and what else? Love Actually. At the end of Love Actually, there's the little boy singing on the stage. So I don't think it's from those films. I don't know what song they sing in those films, but that's how it was being shown to me. So maybe there's something going on. I mean, I don't know if everybody's in school or not, but maybe someone's children are, if you've been homeschooling, perhaps children are recording this song, and kind of the teacher is like putting all the children singing different parts of the song together, like a compilation of the children singing one song, maybe something like this. But I'm seeing it more as like, now you've been getting some interesting stuff through about like you being kind of almost like the leader or the spokesperson of a group. It came through in your last reading where it was like, I'm going to apply for some kind of position, but I'm taking my friends with me. I think it came through for like Aquarius or Pisces as well. So perhaps you have these placements in your chart, or perhaps it's you and an Aquarius and a Pisces, right? You're the group. But it's like one of you, it was like, whatever this is, whoever this is, and it is coming through in your readings, it's like one person, probably you, Capricorn, has to go and speak up for the group. You have to either go and challenge someone, or you have to apply for a position, or you have to put your case forward. This is how it's coming through, but it's not just for you. You're doing it for the group, and you've got like the group behind you. Now it's interesting, I was picking up on this, and then Santaro, who I love, she in her Capricorn reading had the same thing coming through. So really interesting that we both picked up on this same theme of kind of like doing something, but doing it for a group or with a group. Interesting energy. So that song, You've Got a Friend, it's almost like you're not alone, Capricorn. You've got the backing of this group. Just call out their names and they'll be there with you. If they're not there with you physically, because of travel restrictions, they're there with you in spirit. It's like they are sending you positive energy. They've got your back. If you're going into something, if you're facing something, if you're standing alone, all these people, all this energy of love is behind you. So I hope that helps you. I saw like visually, it was really funny actually. It was like I was kind of looking up at the sky. So if you imagine this frame is like our eyes looking up at the sky, and I saw Superman like flying towards the, or like falling or leaping towards us. This is how it came in. Sorry, I've got a little bit of nail varnish on my fingers there. I tried to do my nails nice, but I don't sit still long enough for it to dry, so I just ruin it. But yeah, Superman jumping forwards. But as he got closer and closer, he got like really close in like this, like how you can see those gross little hairs on my finger. I could see his goosebumps, but the goosebumps were coming through his kind of like lycra suit, like almost like chicken skin, right? Like plucked chicken. It was like really like big intense goosebumps. So I think this is you. It's like you're Superman, but you've got to do something, but you're kind of like really nervous about it. Possibly you've got goosebumps, and I'm getting this weird kind of like excited but holding back energy as well. Kind of as I was going to do my reading, I really was kind of feeling excited to do your reading, but I also really took my time. I like painted my nails. I kind of watched a little bit of that Sun Tarot reading. So it's this weird kind of like excited patience energy coming through for you. Like needing to be patient, or like putting almost like so I've got an itchy nose today. Like putting like self-restriction, like restricting yourself, excited about something. It's like, say you had a really nice ice cream. It's like your favorite ice cream that you had for after the meal, but you take your time and like you enjoy the starter, you enjoy the conversation, you enjoy your main meal, you take your time with it, you sort of savor it, you savor this anticipation that leads up to you having your favorite ice cream for pudding. And so it's kind of like you could just eat it, right? You're an adult, you could just go and get that ice cream and eat it, but it's almost like you enjoy the anticipation more, is what it's coming through as. It's interesting energy. Now the only last thing I've got for you is yesterday I went out shopping, and I had this weird feeling like I'd left something behind, or I was missing something. So I didn't have my engagement ring on, but I could feel it. I could feel the ghost of my engagement ring. You know, like when you wear a piece of jewelry for a long time and then you take it off, and it's like almost like it sort of feels like it's still there, and and you keep being reminded that it's not there. It feels weird. It feels odd not having it there. And then I was getting this sensation of like I kind of kept on looking behind me to my left, like there was something that should have been behind me to my left, but it wasn't there. So maybe there's something, perhaps like an object in your house that's normally behind you and to your left, that you're used to turning around and seeing it there, but it's not there. You've moved it, it's in a different position, or you've lost it, or it's not there, but every time you turn around it's kind of a jolt because you expect it to be there, or it's something that's behind you that you keep checking on. It's almost like you've got water boiling behind you and you have to keep turning around to check on it. It's like back and to the left and down a bit, and it's almost this feeling of like if you have a handbag, as it could be a handbag, a laptop bag, whatever that is, but it's like having some sort of possession that you carry around with you, but having to keep checking it's there. It's like that reassurance of like, oh, is it there? But it was coming through more like if you normally carry a bag around with you, but for that, on that day you're not carrying a bag, it's like you keep instinctively going to check it, but it's not there. Ew, I'm distracted by my own foot. I think it's because of the way I've got my knees bent, and maybe I've cut off the circulation to my foot, but it's very, very blue. It's gross. Just shifting position now. So I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. It may mean something to you. It may not. Okay. So the next thing I want to do before I kick off your reading, we're already 20 minutes in because I talked too much. I am so sorry, Capricorn. Again, I know that you are busy bunnies. I'm going to randomise you 2 songs on camera here. So first one is going to be Yellow by Coldplay. That is one of my favourite songs. Love that song so much. Spotify. You're trying to make me spotty. He's trying to make me spotty again. You're trying to make me soppy again, aren't you, Capricorn? You're the sign that always tries to make me cry. Capricorn. So yellow and milkshake. Perhaps you've been drinking yellow milkshakes. Perhaps like banana smoothies, right? I'm just writing those down. Yellow milkshake. For my children, if you've got children who are a little bit fussy but they like milkshake, and it's funny that I was talking about ice cream, one of my favorite tricks that I do, and I haven't done it for a while, so maybe I need to do it, is making I call them green banana smoothies. So it's a bit of ice, banana, protein powder, almond milk, or you can use regular milk, if you prefer, and a handful of spinach, right? You can put a bit of honey in there as well if you want to sweeten it up. But if you have children who don't want to eat like fruit and veg, they might have a green banana smoothie. Make it really, really sweet with the protein powder, which again, it's healthy, right? And like the sugar, the honey, and the sweetness of, you can use coconut milk as well. It tastes really, really good. But yeah, that might be a tricky way of getting a bit more fruit and veg into your kids. So yellow, Coldplay. Maybe you've been really cold at some point with the temperature changing. I'm just thinking about my blue foot. So perhaps you've been really, really cold and you've kind of gone a bit blue, or you've been feeling a bit blue. I don't know why yellow and blue. Perhaps you've done something with the colours yellow and blue recently. Milkshake by Khalees. What are you up to, Capricorn? I'm not going to touch on that milkshake song beyond that. Right, I'm going to burn some Just Sticks. What am I going to burn for you, though? Maybe some Dragon's Blood. Yeah, with that sexy song there. Do I want a sexy reading for you, Capricorn? I don't know. Maybe some Dragon's Blood. I've got Jasmine. Patchouli. Are you looking for love, Capricorn? Maybe. We'll see. Oh, your truck went past, the beep beep truck. It's already been passed this morning. I'm doing your reading a little bit later than usual, so no beep beep trucks for us, but we've got the beep beep camper van, so bonus. Right, okay, I'll be back with you in a tick. Okay, just quickly nipping back in. I lit the Joss sticks for you. I did go for Dragon's Blood. I was told to take 2. I was thinking to myself, Capricorns, with that Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto business in your chart, you've probably been working really, really hard. And as I thought that, I heard work hard, play hard. So, Cappy. And then, yeah, work hard, play hard. What else did I hear? Oh, it took me 3 strikes to light, before I got that spark there. And then on the 3rd time, they lit. So, and I heard 3rd times the charm, which may mean three times the charm is the way it's coming through. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. I'm seeing 48 on my clock. You won't see it. It's how much time I've got left to record, and I've just started a new video, so it doesn't cut out halfway through. But yeah, I just saw 48. So, yeah. Okay, back in a second. Right, we're going in. As I was tuning in, I was thinking of work hard, play hard, but I heard work hard, play harder. And I was thinking to myself, well, I know why you're the devil energy now. I know why the devil card is your card, Capricorn, because the devil card is like nose to the grindstone, like being tethered to kind of work and to commitments kind of thing, but it's also a card about like having a lot of fun, maybe a bit too much fun. So yeah, totally understand why you're the devil card right now with that energy. And they kind of continue playing Milkshake in my head, and I do the Lord's Prayer as I'm kind of tuning into the energies, just as kind of like a bit of a ritual before I start. It's got, whether you believe in God or not, the messages are pretty good. And what did I get up to? on earth as it is in heaven, but I heard heaven is a place on earth. Both Lana Del Rey and Belinda Carlisle. Yeah. So what is it? Oh, Father, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And it's like heaven is a place on earth. It's like it's already there. So that was an interesting message coming through there. Yeah, and I feel, oh, here we go, cards already. I feel really like excited as well. Yeah, I've got like really proper like excited energy, but on the underlying there you've got paths unknown. Maybe you're about to, maybe you've been circling round, right, going over and over the same path again, like stuck in a loop kind of thing. What's that card? There's a card, I've got a deck out here with a card, round and round, I think it is. It always gives me, you spin me right round, baby, right round. I'm gonna have to write all these songs down before I forget them. But it's like you've been going over the same path, the same route again and again and again, and you're just about to break free. Now I'm getting I Want to Break Free by Queen. Did that come through for another sign? I thought it came through for you. Did it come through for somebody else? I don't know. At some point I got I Want to Break Free by Queen. So yeah, you're going to go down a new path, a new cycle. You're going to explore unexplored territory, and it's exciting for you because you've been doing the same thing for so long, right? But it's like your hard work is paying off. I'm getting all these idioms through again. So what did we have? I'm just going to pause while I write down these songs. Yeah, I've already got I Want to Break Free as a song for Pisces on Saturday. So interesting to see if you're connecting with the Pisces. I was kind of picking up on that before. I was kind of getting this all for one for all, Three Musketeers energy last week between kind of like the tail end signs. So perhaps you're connecting with the Pisces, perhaps you're working with the Pisces, perhaps you've got Pisces placements in your chart. I don't know. But yeah, I've already got that song for Pisces. So take anything that resonates, anything that doesn't resonate, it might be somebody around you, possibly part of whatever this group is for you. Right, the Muse. I love this card. So it's you can see here she's playing the, is it the Eolus? I can never remember what it's called. I did classics and I could never remember what this instrument was called. It's like two flutes. They played it in Greece. You know, people like Homer, these kind of traveling storytellers. So you may have someone around you who is a muse, or you may be acting as a muse for somebody else. Do I amuse you? Am I a clown? So yeah, almost like fortune telling, right? She's almost in this like, almost like she's in this bubble or crystal ball. So yeah, somebody who may be a bit of a storyteller, but those stories kind of provide some kind of spark of inspiration for you, which inspires you, which kind of gets those synapses, I don't know, gets the old grey brain matter like firing up. Like I'm seeing like a grey brain, but like my cold blue foot, right? A grey brain, but it's like sparking with like electricity, like these connections being made, because it may be, it's interesting actually. I've got, what have I done with it? I've left it somewhere else. I had a book here. I bought a book yesterday. Because in Sagittarius's reading, they had all this stuff about like the War of the Roses, and I found this. I just stumbled across this book about kind of Tudor women, about these kind of like big power player Tudor women that aren't as well known, and I was particularly interested in, I think it's Margaret of Anjou, who was related to Henry VII and Elizabeth, who she kind of brokered the peace deal between these two warring factions of the family. If you've got a Sagittarius placement, or you're kind of on the cusp of Sagittarius Capricorn and that sounds relevant to you, maybe go and have a look at that. But I'm getting something to do with like storytelling books. Perhaps somebody's a writer, perhaps somebody wants to be a writer. I'm getting paperback writer again. Perhaps somebody has a lot of stories to tell, a lot of life experience. So like they're giving me I can't remember his name now. In the Odyssey, there's kind of like an old war hero who tells a lot of stories, and he kind of like, he's not much of a hero anymore. You know, he's kind of getting a bit old and tired, but people really kind of respect him because he's had so much life experience. So when he starts to talk, he's quite long-winded. Nestor, is it Nestor? He's quite long-winded, but people kind of respectfully listen to his stories because he's kind of this source of wisdom. So there may be somebody like that for you as well. So let's I'm just knocking everything over. I've got 2 cups here. I've had 2 single coffees. I've got a Santa mug and an Audrey Hepburn rainbow mug today. So if you hear the clinking, it's just my coffee addiction. Don't worry about it. Here we go, the Muse. The Muse plays a song of upliftment and imagination. The petals of inspiration drift upon the wind, filling the air with light and creativity. This card shows a time of very heightened resourcefulness and inventiveness for you. Any creative project, new or old, can receive exceptional energy now, both from you and from the universe. Call to the spirit muses and let them join you and the creator within to lift your project to the skies. So perhaps you've got some sort of project on the go. Perhaps you're working on it as part of a team. I was getting this kind of teamwork thing. Perhaps you're the leader. I do keep getting through this kind of like leadership energy from you, Capricorn. Like they're showing me it's from this same deck again, actually. You had a card a while back that was like a boat on fire, and you were the person up the kind of crow's nest with the telescope, kind of trying to steer everybody into kind of safe harbour. Yes, interesting. Let's get the I can't pick that up, so I'm going to have a look at what this is because I couldn't pick it up, so it may be trying to draw my attention to it. The creator. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, here comes the teamwork, right? You've got the muse and the creator. I'm picking up that this may be 2 different energies. It's like the muse is this source of inspiration. The creator is kind of the person who kind of like does the work. You know, the creative, like it's almost like an ideas person and then an artist, perhaps. Yeah, you're definitely getting like some sort of project energy through here. It's interesting as well. I opened the book on the sustainer, so this is like another character in this kind of, they told me trio. I wasn't going to say trio, but they gave me the word trio, and 3 musketeers again, because the sustainer is somebody who like these are the ideas people kind of thing. They're kind of creatives, they're a bit wishy-washy, but the sustainer is kind of like earth sign energy. So this could be you, Capricorn, who comes in and kind of like makes it happen. It's like, right, ideas are great, but what tangible steps do we need to do to kind of like to make this into something tangible and real? It's the person who puts in the work over time. So what have we got? 10, 10, 2, 2. Here we go, 22. 22, again, another pattern number there. You may find number patterns are important. You've also got a 6. This breaks down to a 6. This breaks down to a 4, which is about stability, foundations, equal give and take, sharing. Sharing is caring, they're telling me. Sorry, your energies, I'm all over the place. I'm scatty today, but it's kind of like, I think you're really excited about, if you are one of these people who's got this kind of project on the go, or these ideas that you're kind of putting into action, it's exciting. So I'm picking up on that kind of excited energy. You may find that you are talking too fast, as I am now, especially if you're very, very passionate about something, very fired up. It can sometimes mean that people find it hard to kind of follow along. They can't kind of perhaps process as quickly as you're speaking. So if you're doing something important, perhaps you're pitching an idea, or you're doing something where you have to communicate something that is important, you may have to really slow down, really kind of moderate that energy. Again, this might be that I was picking up on that kind of like holding back my own energy, holding back my own enthusiasm with the story I was telling about eating the ice cream after dinner. So this may be for you. Be aware that you're very excited about this, and that the excitement's great because it conveys to the other people just how excited you are and how passionate you are for this idea, especially if it's something like you're pitching. But you may have to just dial it back again, simmer down, they're telling me, when it comes to kind of like actually conveying important pieces of information. You need to moderate that energy a little bit. Right, the creator. The artist, the alchemist, the innovator, the creator, the first archetype in the tree of existence. Again, the tree of existence is contains that sustainer energy as well. Is not intimidated by darkness or by lack. They know that from the void, creation inevitably emerges. They're giving me, I could be bounded in a nutshell and call myself a king of infinite space, which is from Hamlet, which is one of my favourite lines, because I have a pretty overactive imagination, and I can sit there in the dark in silence and like almost have like very vivid dreams of like I've got a very visual mind space. So yeah, I can like that kind of like sitting in a dark room but being able to visualize and see color and opportunity and expansion and light. It's yeah, so that line is one of my favourite lines from Shakespeare, one of my favourite quotes. I could be bounded in a nutshell and call myself a king of infinite space, because he has like a vibrant imagination, is the way I take that line. But then he says, but not that I have bad dreams, which is interesting because I had a nightmare last night. But moving swiftly on, they know that from the void creation inevitably emerges. With meagre, minimal and outlandish materials, the creator reveals a new image. They make the empty room resonate with healing sounds. They generate, did you have the empty room card a while back? They generate bounty from the seed that others tossed away. Through generative, this archetype, that doesn't make sense, though generative, this archetype annihilates preconceived notions of what is possible, leaving unexpected openings in the wake of its destruction. Again, I'm really having to moderate myself. I'm trying to read too fast and I can't speak clearly. Really need to slow down your energy, Capricorn, if you're excited. The creator does this by, first, being absolutely present to what is, not imagining or wishing things were different, and second, trusting that a force greater than themselves awaits constant collaboration with each human soul. Whether we call it nature, God, goddess, Shakti, or divinity, it remains nameless. It is the creator's lifelong companion. Curious, playful, open, surprising. When dark, loses spark, feeling burdened. Go deeper. Vincent van Gogh's letters to his brother Theo. The creator is naturally attractive and coveted as its energy zings. I love that word, zings with possibility. You can feel when a creator type enters the room, all eyes land on them. To increase your creator energy, ward off jadedness at all costs, recommit to childlike curiosity, and nix the rules. Okay, do be wary, because although it says that, the main key messages that I'm getting from this, I nearly said Aquarius, Capricorn, is that while this is brilliant energy, it's the energy of creation, right? Literally the creator, this ideas person, this energy, this enthusiasm, this drive, this passion. It's like they're saying it's this very attractive energy. It's like all eyes on you because you're so passionate about something, which gets other people on board, right? And this is probably why you've got that leadership energy. It's like your passion gets everybody else on the ship. It's weird, this imagery I'm seeing. But do be wary that you don't go overboard with it. There is a need to just kind of temper yourself a little bit here. Yeah, and I think you're doing that. I think you are doing that, because that's the energy I was picking up on before I even started the reading. I think you're aware of this. You know, you're not daft. The river here, the river card. Crimea River. Somebody may have to cross over a river. You may be building a bridge. There may be a problem, an obstacle, and you're finding a creative solution to this. But this could be you. You could be the muse and the creator. You could be connecting with somebody who's a creator, a muse, because this is very fiery. It's like fire sign and air sign energy. The passion of the fire signs and the kind of creative thinking of the air signs. You may have these placements, like quite strong placements in your chart, but Capricorn, you're an earth sign, so I see you more as this kind of sustainer energy. You may be working with creative types who are kind of very enthusiastic but not very good at kind of like putting in the kind of the hard work. So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. I am kind of seeing it as your energy, because it's this excitement, this enthusiasm. But it's back, you know, if it is your energy, it is backed up. It has this underlying sustainer energy because you're Capricorn, because you're an earth sign. So it's actually, I feel like you could do anything. It's like the showing me signs like the Seven of Pentacles, sorry, cards like the Seven of Pentacles and the Magician card. It's like you can create anything. You can do anything you want to do, because you've kind of got like all this energy behind you. What's missing though? You've got earth, air, so water. No, you've got the river card there as well. Just make sure you've got your emotions in this as well, like you're emotionally balanced. You are doing this with love. I think you are as well, yeah, because you're getting this community business coming through. It's like this love and compassion for other people, this appreciation of the teamwork. Showing me the Three of Pentacles now. Right, okay, let's go. Can you give me another card about what's going on, please, for Capricorn right now? The Three of Inspiration, Three of Wands. Can I get another card? I feel like I need to get another card from this deck. Three of Wands. Okay, thank you. And the Three of Emotions. Threes. Yeah, this total teamwork here. And like I was saying, three amigos. Three musketeers. It's like you and two other people who are like doing something, and it's Wands and Cups here again. It's like emotion and passion. It's like, oh, it's so good, so good. It's that one for all of one energy there again. Queen of Voices in the underneath there, that's Queen of Swords. I think she was coming through in your last reading, this feeling of like having to cut something out, perhaps too many voices in your head, but you can think clearly through this and take action. Okay, Three of Inspiration and Three of Emotions. The Three of Wands, which is this card, is a card about having made a decision but waiting now for your ships to come in. It's a card about wands are like this fiery, creative, passionate energy that we were picking up on up here, but it's like they're doing it with this love. This domino effect. So there's this sense of like divine timing, of putting kind of something in motion, laying the plans. It's like I'm seeing somebody like actually setting up the dominoes. It's like this is the plan being formed, right? This is like all the steps that you need to take. It's like, so there's this planning, like the creative thing, and then you've got this planning, and then it's like somebody goes, right, okay, it's like this is where the excitement is, right? It's like it's time, it's go time, and you tip that first domino, and then it's fast. It's like so fast you can barely keep up. But if you've lined them all up properly, then it's going to go from like the start to the finish. But if you haven't lined it up properly, this is the time now to be taking care to kind of make sure all those dominoes are lined up correctly. Sorry about metaphors, but it's the way they're giving it to me. So you need to make sure that everything is like double, triple checked, set up perfectly, so that when it's go time, it's seamless. And it's like that kind of action I did there, it's like it's like I was looking at a horizon. It's like almost like it's out of my hands now. Emotion, Three of Emotion. So it's like, yeah, like doing it behind the scenes, setting everything up, and then it's like showtime. Three of Emotions, Three of Cups. This is a card again about sorry, I keep getting drawn back to the Three of Inspiration. Yes, setting it all up, and then it's like watching and waiting for it. Right, okay, I'm done with you, Three of Inspiration. Three of Cups. Yeah, you and these other people that you're working with. This is a card about kind of like a get-together, a celebration. It's a card about it's always like the gossiping around the water cooler card for me. Kind of like this shared understanding, shared knowledge, teamwork, being on the same wavelength. It can be a card about like parties, having a get together, you know, having a good time with friends. But I'm seeing it very much as like something you've all been. It's what it might be. Another example of kind of like the way that this energy is coming through. It's like, say you've been making holiday plans. Say one of your friends is getting married, and you're the you're the best man, or you're the maid of honor. It's like one of your friends is getting married and you're planning the party, you're planning the wedding, you're planning the hen night or stag do. You've had like a year to plan this, and it's like you and the other bridesmaids, or you and the other kind of like people like working on this wedding. And it's like you have to get all those tiny details right. It's like all those niggly things. It's like everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. So when it's go time, when it's like time to go on that holiday, or it's time to have the party, you want everything to go without a hitch. It's like you and this team that are... No wonder you're excited. With the Superman as well, they were going, come on, Superman, say your stupid lines, which is a card from why do I keep mixing up my words? Which is a line from The Blossoms. So I'm just writing it down because you've had 2 songs from The Blossoms. Paperback Writer, which is what they covered, and I can hear it. I can't remember the name of the song. I'll put it in the description box down below for you if you want to look that up. Right, okay, let's read these before I run out of time, because what are we, 40 minutes into your reading already? 3 of Inspiration is the 3 of Wands. Making progress, waiting for things to click into place. I'm sorry, my nose is itching again. Perhaps some of you have like hay fever at this time of year. Expansion of ideas, look, business opportunities, dreams on the horizon, clear ambitions and goals, a good sign that things are coming, divinely implemented pauses, fragments of performance. Alignment, she has lofty goals and giant dreams, and sometimes when she dreams this big, it can take some shifting to get things to line up. Oh my goodness, exactly what we were saying with those cards up there as well. This space between the first steps taken and seeing dreams realised can feel frustratingly vast, and the 3 of Inspiration knows that she must trust that things are happening in the background, even when she cannot see them. She has been at this doorway before, manifesting and waiting, and she has learned that staying true to her vision is the key. She reminds you to continue to do the work while actively seeking the signs that your radiant future is on the way. Enjoy this natural interval, being careful not to get derailed by doubt, even if you are experiencing delays. Watch for the warm winds to move your pieces into formation, and know that it's totally okay to have to wait for dreams to arrive after you've taken the initial steps to make them happen. Have faith, their arrival is imminent. The dominoes of joy I seek, infectious happy things. I wait for mine while at the sea, all the songs she brings. So yeah, so again, it's kind of like almost this teamwork element of so somebody's got all the big ideas. This is like the same energy here, right? It's like this person with the big ideas, the big dreams. And they come up with these creative things, and then they have to kind of like wait for the sustainer or for the universe to put those ideas into action. You could be the sustainer kind of thing that I was picking up on, or you could be the creative. I am picking up that there's like different people involved in this reading. 3 of Emotions. Friendship and joy. It's lovely. I love your reading. I love it so much. Friendship and joy, celebrations, collaboration, looking to your soul family for support, spirit siblings, connected hearts, deep friendships, maiden mother crone connections, sometimes a love triangle, soul collection. The 3 of Emotions is the living, breathing entanglement of deep friendships and love connections. They begin as 3 beautiful muses. One a maiden, one a mother, and one a crone, and they have the most delightful of kinships. Don't worry about the gender of the cards and the messages. You can switch the gender around as you need to. It's more about the energy, the character of the person. And they had the most delightful of kinships, as unusual as it was divine. They spent their days sharing from the deepest parts of their spirit, truth, honesty, and vulnerability. Their ties ran so deep, in fact, that they knew they were part of the same soul family, and over time they began to look and feel like one another. They had similar mannerisms and laughter, and shared ways of seeing the universe. Eventually, their souls began to link and intertwine, and they forever changed one another's essence, as all deep friendships do. They invite you to fill your cup from their outpouring of love and to connect with your circle and with those you choose to welcome into your heart as family. I love our three hearts of essence and bubbly things, like the strings of past, present, and future, tied to this soul family because I know you. Oh, I love it. I love this deck. I love your reading. I love this deck, and I love the messages that Chris Annas wrote here for these cards. Glad I pulled that second card for you. So yeah, absolutely. This is like soul family, soul tribe. This group that I'm talking about, this one for all for one. It's almost like collective if you want to scale it up. Soul family, soul contracts. Feeling like you've known each other before, feeling like this instant connection, finding the people that you resonate with on a soul level, finding your like spirit tribe of people, finding the people that are on your emotional wavelength. They speak the same language, they want the same things, they dream the same dreams. That's the other Belinda Carlisle song. So I'm just going to write ×2 next to her name to put down those two songs. I love it. My heart's racing. It's like my heart's it's not racing, it's beating really strongly, and it feels like it's really full. Capricorn, Cappy, I want you to be happy, and I think you are. If you are finding this soul tribe, perhaps you're not, perhaps you just joining my readings now, perhaps you've not been with me for quite as long, you may be a bit further back on this journey, but like this is what it's encouraging you to do. It's like saying, find your soul tribe, find your friends, find those people that share the same vision with you, and work as a group to make your dreams a reality, to find your individual happiness and the happiness of your group as a whole. There's this idea, if you want to talk about the collective, right, which is a term that tarot readers use quite a lot. It's like people who are on this spiritual journey, this soul growth journey. Some people, so if you look at Erica Elmutz, the way that she talks, it's like everybody's connected. This kind of like soul tribe, it's hundreds of people across the globe, all connected in this big group, all on this kind of journey together. And she talks about vibrations. So if you let yourself sink down into kind of like a depressive, low state, it affects the overall energy of the group. It's like if you take like the average of the group and more people are in kind of like a negative energy, self-medicating with alcohol or drugs or whatever, engaging in bad habits, it brings down like the overall energy of the group, makes it harder for the other people. So the more you work on yourself as an individual, on your own happiness, on your own goals, on your health, on keeping your spirits high, it raises the overall vibration of the collective, and it pulls up those people who are struggling. So you're not just doing this for yourself, you're doing it for your soul tribe, the people you are connected with that you may never have even met, right? So if you want to look at more into that, Erica Elmutz is a brilliant tarot card reader to kind of look at that. So it's never selfish of you to put yourself first, to look after your own happiness, because actually if you buy into this idea of us all being one big group, we can raise the energy of each other, we can pull each other up by working on our own individual happiness. Okay, another, again, interesting message coming through there. Right, where are we? What have we got here? That is too many. I'm not taking that many. That's like half the deck. Stop it. Behave yourselves. And can I just get 1 or 2 cards, please, about the emotions? I think we know a lot about the emotions here. 7 of Cups. Making a choice, working out what makes you happy. It's like maybe you've got a lot of offers coming in. Maybe you've got a lot of people around you who are making offers to you, whether that's friendship or love offers. but it's like reevaluating all the kind of relationships, all the connections in your life, thinking, what does this connection bring to me? Do they bring me up? Do they support me? Are they the wind beneath my wings? Or do they kind of always need something from me? Do they drain my energy? Do they distract me from the things I should be doing? So it's almost like, with kindness, cutting out or distancing yourselves from the people who pull you down, who drag you into that negative energy, and moving towards the relationships that support you and push you upwards. It's not hard. People overcomplicate these things. It's easy to know which connections boost you and which connections drain you, and it's not selfish of you to move towards the positive relationships and move away from the negative relationships. That's just, look, literally, Eight of Cups. This is a card about walking away from things that don't serve you anymore. It's look at these cards, beautiful. This is a card about being in a situation where there's you've got quite a lot. You've got eight. Well, you've got 8 cups. You've got 8 cups, and these cups, they might be full of lovely things, right? But it's not the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is actually being able to make yourself happy. 9 of Cups is a card about having everything you need, having abundance, having emotional abundance, and being able to find that happiness within yourself, being emotionally stable. There's something missing. There's a cup missing from your life, something of emotional value that you don't have. So this is about leaving stuff behind, going on a journey to go and find that missing cup, whatever that is for you on an emotional level. Now it looks like what you're walking towards is this lover's energy. Now I am picking up, because you've got 3 of inspiration, 3 of emotions, 3 the lover's card is a card about making a choice in love. Some of you may have to make a choice in love. I've got it quite now, like, central to your reading. So this may actually, it's a major arcana along with the moon. So this is important energy for you here. You may be making a choice between, with the 7 of Cups up there as well, different love offers, different sexual relationships, asking yourself, what do I actually want? And I think what you want is the passion. You want a relationship. From your reading, what this is telling me, you don't want the humdrum. You don't want something to constantly feel like a chore. I'm thinking about that reading by Santaro, which I kind of watched, the Capricorn reading. You're probably going to want to go and look it up if this is resonating for you. And she was talking about an old man with a lawnmower. It's like, maybe you don't want, they're giving me Beautiful South, don't marry her, have me. But there's this I think your heart's being pulled in a different direction, and it may just be, don't do anything major, don't do anything kind of really kind of impulsive based on this reading here today. If this is resonating, it's resonating, and it may actually only be a temporary feeling. So temper yourself, be patient, because we've all been in lockdown. I think a lot of us have been feeling like this kind of like caged energy of like having to deal with the humdrum and not having enough excitement in our lives, because there's not the opportunities there, right, to go out and do all these things that we'd normally do. So you may just be in this state because of the conditions around you. So just be very, very careful to evaluate your situation and work out, are you feeling this way just simply because of lockdown, being trapped in your house, or is this something that has been going on long term, like even before lockdown started? Are you just feeling like there's something missing in your life, and I heard, I can't do it anymore, I can't do it anymore. Again, take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. This may be just for one person. So there's this sense of like everything just being very boring, and I keep getting that bored song by Billie Eilish as well. I'm so bored, where it's like I need it. It's like you need this injection of like passion and excitement, and like you want a partner, or it could be, again, it doesn't have to necessarily be love. It's just this kind of, it could be that there's a group of people here, but you want friends and people around you who share these kind of like passionate ideas, who have this enthusiasm, who have this drive to kind of like do things, to grow, to evolve, to get really stuck into things that they're passionate about. Yeah, but you may be keeping this a secret, this urge to kind of walk towards passionate, loving connections, which is all this stuff up here. You may be hiding this from yourself. You may be from yourself. You may be not admitting this to yourself. It may be something you're kind of like turning away from. It may be something that you're hiding from others. The moon card is a card about secrets. It's funny, I was talking about like building a bridge across water, right? And you've got these two dogs here, like across water from each other, howling at each other, howling at the same moon. It's like wanting to play. Yin yang energy. Yeah, you could have felt like you've met your soulmate or your soul tribe. Really wanting to, I'm just seeing it as wanting to go out and play with people that you resonate with on an emotional and passionate level. It may be sexual with the Lovers card here, probably is, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. There's a lot of stuff about friendships and soul tribe here. Feeling perhaps like you're sinking away from this, feeling like you can't surface. It's like here she is walking out of that water though towards the sun. I think the sun is coming in for you. You are going to get clarity, especially now that Pluto is going forwards in your sign. You know, this is truth revealed energy. Definitely feeling that need to be patient there. Like, look, these people are like up out of the water. She's up out of the water. Just be careful you don't sink in your emotions because of this kind of whatever this kind of like secretive energy is for you. Very intuitive though, a lot of intuition here. If this is a love match, it's the Lovers card shows a pretty equal relationship. Yeah, very, very passionate, very, very fiery, almost feeling like the Lovers card has a sense of being divinely guided. I think it's Archangel Gabriel who's normally on this card. It's like feeling a call, feeling like it's almost like the Judgment card. They're showing me the similarity with the Judgment card, where it's almost like perhaps feeling like you've had kind of like some kind of spiritual revival, some kind of like second chance in love, perhaps, or like it's almost like you felt like you were dead. You were like that grey matter, right? That I was talking about, where it's like everything was so humdrum, and it's kind of like this, whatever this relationship, this connection or connections are for you, it's like this rebirth energy is how it's coming through. So that's all going on emotionally for you. Right, okay, let's keep going. What's going on in the thoughts? What's Capricorn thinking about here? What are they processing? Loads of stuff. Okay, Seven of Cups again. So you've got Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups. Yeah, you are absolutely reevaluating the emotional connections in your life. You may have a lot of offers coming. That's 14 offers coming towards you here now. 7 and 7. Yeah, you may be, but there's a change. 14 breaks down to a 5, which is about change, changing what you want. Perhaps you're reevaluating. Something that worked for you in the past is no longer working for you. You want some sort of change in your connection with other people. 2 of Pentacles, a card about balancing. Could be balancing out 2 situations, juggling here with the Moon card and the Lovers card. Yeah, you could be perhaps in the middle. They're kind of showing me cards like between 2 worlds. So you could be knowing that you are about to start some kind of new cycle in your life. It'd be interesting to see if there's cards that show that here. So you're kind of trying to balance out the situation. You're kind of trying to be patient, trying to juggle 2 situations or make a choice here. Yeah, juggling. Sorry, my video just shut out there. So the Page of Swords, you are gathering information, or there's a truth coming into you. This is going on in your thoughts. So I see this as you gathering information, she's looking at this juggling energy, and she's got a sword. So I see this as like she's about to cut through that. This is like round and round. You've been juggling something, I think, for a long time, and you had that 2 paths unknown card up there. So it's like this is you about to make a decision, about to end this going round in circles energy, and finally make a choice here, I think. 9 of Swords, you've had a lot of anxiety over this, but I see you coming out of that. Again, I was picking up on depression. Some of you, especially with you know, what's been going on planet-wise in your chart recently, of having particularly Saturn in Capricorn, it can prompt feelings of depression. Pluto as well, this like soul searching energy, this shadow side energy. You may have gone through a period where you've been really very, very down in the dumps. I see this as past energy. Nine of Swords is like really overthinking. It's anxiety, depression. It's kind of like the energy that can, where you overthink so much it makes you physically sick, like literally, like mental health, depression. Really see you coming out of this though, with it being in the reverse. This secretive energy though, this juggling energy, this is what's keeping you, I think, tethered to this. The sooner you make a decision and cut something out, I think the happier and healthier you'll be. Perhaps you've already made the decision. Probably going to clear out for you towards the end of December. Sorry, they're trying to give me something. I was sort of listening. Just this need to be patient. This need to be patient is what you've been struggling with. But I think where you've been struggling, I see this as a lot of past energy, because the current energy is really, really good. It's really positive and strong. Six of Wands, this is success. Yeah, whatever obstacles you've been trying to overcome, if you've been working on your shadow side, if you've been working on things that have really challenged you, really challenged you, with Sagittarius being retrograde in your chart, you're going to have success in this. You're going to be rewarded. You're going to be recognized for your efforts. I think by this friendship group, these people who support you, the wind beneath your wings, right? They've seen your progress. They've seen you pull yourself up. It's like pulling yourself up out of those darker energies, and like being ready now, ready for this love and passion and creativity, really having a lot of energy and enthusiasm. Like she's on the horse, right? She wants to go galloping towards her future. She's facing her future. A lot of the time the Six of Wands card can be facing backwards, but she's not. She's looking towards the future, cutting something out from the past to do with like going around in circles, overcoming this difficult energy, wanting success, reward, recognition, victories. This is a card of victory. There could be that there are a lot of eyes on you. Perhaps you've done something which, again, this is a very attractive energy. You may be getting a lot of offers, of whether that's like work offers, love offers, friendship offers, offers of support. So there may be a bit of a need here to kind of evaluate why these people are coming towards you. Are they just drawn to you because you've got some modicum of success, or are they actually your friends? Are they the people who are on your same wavelength? That's going to be a bit of a challenge for you, I think. As this success comes in, you're really going to have a bit of difficulty distinguishing between people who want you because they want a piece of that beautiful, like, it's like fame energy, or are they your friend? Have they got your back through thick and thin? Were they there for you when you were in this energy? Happy, I want you to be happy. Let's go to your action space. Oh, the moon is in reverse. That's a good sign. Why is the moon in reverse, please? Look at this. Why is the moon in reverse, please? Are you going to give me anything else? Can I have a card about why the moon is in reverse? Thank you. Thank you. Can I just... Is this meant to be this way up? Is this meant to be this way up? It's not clear. I don't think I'm meant to not take it. I'm meant to not take it. Right. The moon. The moon in reverse. You are going to get clarity here. You are looking to get clarity with this Page of Swords. This is, like I say, information gathering. I feel like any secretive energy will be cleared. You can see literally how this person is shouting. This is my shouting from the rooftops card. It's that person who's really enthusiastic, really energetic, really, like, it's almost like pages are kind of like childlike energy. And you know, they were talking about having a bit of a childlike energy up here with this kind of creator. It's like so enthusiastic. I'm literally like, if you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm like bouncing up and down like on haunches. Is that the word? Like I'm like a child sat in a chair being overexcited. This is kind of your energy, or somebody that you're connecting with. It's like time. It's like he's all blue around the mouth as well, like shouting till you're blue in the face, like really wanting to be like. It's like I've discovered something. I've got some kind of like idea, some creative project. I've got like these people who I love to have around me, my friends. It's like I want to go and have a party. I want to like tell everybody what I'm passionate about. It's like so excited and childlike and gorgeous. But it's very very he's got a sunflower around his neck here, so it's almost it's a little bit naive, but it's very like it's very loyal energy. It's very like um well-intentioned, really well-intentioned energy, wanting to shout, but it is a little bit naive. Yeah, a lot of passion here, very very fired up. And again, like this wand, like this passionate, creative wand, is it's sprouting flowers. Is like budding. Is like this opportunity, this growth potential. Maybe a little bit of red tape though holding this back. But yeah, like it's like secrets clearing, and then like being able to kind of shout about this thing that you've been really really excited about. Okay, what do we have? I'm just splitting the deck because I'm told to. What do we have on the bottom? Wheel of Fortune. Luck is changing. Luck is changing because you've put the work in there over time. Also peeking out there is the Four of Wands. That's the celebration with friends and family. Could be a wedding. Yeah, it's like that wand is like sprouting all this abundance here. Yeah, okay. Definitely seeing a lot of celebration in the future. It's like as soon as we can, right? As soon as lockdown ends and you're able to like, or even online, you could be like celebrating something online. Okay. Can I get an advice card, please, for Cappy? We want to make them happy. Oh, hair's bothering me behind my ear there. Right. Can I get an advice card for Capricorn or the people coming to this reading who are interested in a Capricorn? People who have Capricorn placements in the chart. Anyone who's coming to this reading. One of my favourite cards. Okay, brilliant. Imagine all the people. So yeah, there's got this real like, sorry, that was terrible singing. This real kind of like diplomatic in it. We're all in this together energy of like yeah. Imagine a different world. Imagine if things could be different. Imagine like so much creative enthusiasm for changing something, for the way something could be. It's like imagine what this could be, but you're doing it with your friends and like soul family around you. It's like I love this energy, Capricorn, of your readings at the moment. 51, Milk and Honey. Again, one of my absolute favourite cards, just because I've got a real kind of like sweet tooth. I like I like sort of, you know, treats. And it's funny, I was talking about the ice cream, right? It's almost like milk and honey, that sweet, milky treat. Right, okay. This card. I should take this card out of the deck because it just makes me it makes me lewd. Right, Milk and Honey. Essential meanings: the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. The Oracle's message: you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. I'm seeing a lot of ambition here, or a lot of enthusiasm for some sort of creative project. When all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe, imagine, right? Imagine all the possibilities. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. So for those of you who do have a relationship, a love interest here, it doesn't have to be love, right? But oh yeah, it does. Sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Cappy, 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 I think I've made you happy. If you've been coming to my readings for a while and you've been kind of like following the advice, I'm taking the credit here, but you know, it's a universal thing, right? You're the ones that have put in this hard work. You're the ones that have persevered when times got tough, and the universe is sorry, my nose is itchy again. The universe is rewarding you. It's like we've seen how much work you've done. It's that Saturn energy again, that tough love energy of being like, right, okay, we're gonna put you through it. We're gonna test you now. We think you're ready for this test, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough, but we think you're ready, and we're gonna put you through it. We're gonna really put you through the ringer, and then you kind of appreciate the good things that come after it. And it's like you've done it. You've done the work. You've stayed in high honor. You've put the work in. You've persevered. Show me the polar bear, and it's like the universe is like, brilliant. Okay, you've done it. You've passed all those tests, and now with Pluto and Jupiter in your chart, the planets of wealth and abundance, it's like, right, come on, we're taking you with us, Capricorn, as we move into Aquarius. You're coming along for this journey. We're rewarding you. It's like, yes, brilliant, you've done it. I love it. I love it. I want to be a Capricorn. I want this reading to be mine. Right, okay, I'm going to leave it there. Loved your reading. Love doing your readings just in general at the moment, because I really think that you've you've survived a tough time, Cappy, and yeah, love it. So happy for you. Right, take care. Love you guys. Right, bye bye.